Okay, we are working on the Red Big Ideas Record and Practice Journal. We are doing 6.1%, and the first problem is write the percent as a decimal. Now, when we're dealing with percent, the one thing we have to make sure we can figure out is that we just essentially want to move our decimal 2 places to the left. So if we have 35%, another way of writing that as a decimal would be 0.35, and we would say that 35 hundredths. For number 2, it's 160%. It's a little bit more challenging. We're still going to move our decimal 2 places to the left, and we're still going to call that 1.6 as a decimal. For number 3, for number 5, it's along the same lines. It says write the decimal as a percent. If it's 1.23, now we're actually going to move the decimal to the right, and that would be 123%. For number 6, it's 0.49 or 49 hundredths. We're going to move it 2 places to the right, and that would be 49%. For number 9, write the percent as a fraction in simplest form and as a decimal. If we have 48%, what we want to do with that is we want to put 48 over 100, and then we have to reduce it down into simplest terms. I like to go split it in half. Half of 48 is 24. Half of 100 is 50, half of 24 is 12, half of 50 is 25, and that would be in simplest terms, 12 over 25. Now it says write it in simplest form, which we've done there, and then we have to write it as a decimal. Well, to find out how to write it as a decimal, we're simply going to do that one trick we've been doing a lot, and that's top divided by bottom. So in your calculator, you punch in 12 divided by 25, and you would get 0.48. And just on a side note, if you want to turn 0.48 back into a percent, you could take and times that by 100. If you times it by 100, you would end up with 48%. And that is the number that we started out with right there. So one more time, we're dealing with 6.1, Red Big Ideas Record and Practice Journal, and we are dealing with percent.